Hey everybody, Bradley or Bradley Teaches here. Now that you have learned some of the basics of Uno, today we're going to go a little bit deeper and see how we can use Uno overlays to enhance an Ecamm broadcast, or live stream rather. Now this is a very unscientific poll that I went through to try to figure out what kind of broadcast I wanted to enhance. I basically asked my grandson, and since he plays middle school basketball, he said, "Pawpaw, do one about basketball." So that's what I'm doing. And actually, when I checked out some of these middle school live broadcasts, he's right. They're very plain. There's no graphics being used. If you're watching it remotely, you may or may not even know what the score is of the game. So with these overlays, we're going to do some things to enhance the typical broadcast of youth sports. So you better use some of these tips and tools no matter what the sport is. I'm going to give you some hints about things, and we're going to set this up in Ecamm, and I'm going to show you how all those parts work. So let's jump into Uno and get started. Here we are back in Uno, and as you can see, I have already logged in, and we're going to go over here to the library. The easy thing to do is just go over here to the library and type in basketball and see what it gives me back. But what I want to encourage you to do is actually look through more overlays that may not even be in the same theme or subject matter that your broadcast is, because you may find some other overlays that may fit and work for enhancing whatever it is you're doing. I've already done all of that. So we're going to go here to my overlays window, and I'm going to show you some of the overlays that I picked out to enhance my basketball broadcast. As you can see here, I have a scorebug overlay, but you can also see that I have other overlays that probably aren't really for basketball, but we're going to use these to enhance our broadcast. Let's jump in right now and let's work through this process of editing these overlays. First up, let's pick this countdown. Go here. We're going to open it. Now this is a pretty simple overlay to set up and edit. So what we're going to do here is I want to show you a few things. Obviously here you have the timer, if there's a message that you want after the timer is done. And we're going to say, "Let's go Longhorns." Next over here, we have the customization of the overlay itself. For these overlays that we'll be using today, I've done some pre-work. So with that in mind, I already have a background image. You want to put that link here. And I don't have to really worry about the background color. I can set my time here. And in this case, the text color and progress bar color are good for me because they're gray. They go with the logo. So now that our countdown timer is done, we're going to go through and start doing some of these other overlays. I think I'm going to use the slant. So let's get that one opened up and edit it. Now, as I said, we're using some of these elements for things that they typically wouldn't be used for. I want to use this for basketball stats. So I'm going to go through here and put in some of the things in this column that would typically be used as basketball stats, and then we're going to add some of the other elements. You see the different stats that I want to promote in the ticker. Now I can always change these. Obviously the X's will be numbers that you can update during the broadcast. So instead of the word standings here, I also want to call this game stats. Now, as you see here at the bottom, I want to have a custom separator image. So I'm going to add the link for that. And you see that that graphic has changed to a little longhorn symbol. I want to change the primary color of the background for this to the brand color for the team. And we're going to leave those as is. So let's change the speed down a little bit. Now, let's move on to the next overlay. I wanted to have like a pop-up style overlay that will show different stats in it, but we don't want to use the ticker. I'm thinking that this video chat basic lower third will be great for that. This is just a simple box to do that. And so now I want this to pop up above or below the scoreboard just to give a quick rundown to the audience of what could be going on. Now during the game, you could change this word from rebounds to fouls to percentage, things like that. And let's go to customize. I'm going to change this primary color to that same brand color as before. We have another overlay done. Let's keep moving on. Let's go down here to our scorebug and make those enhancements real quick. We want to keep the score box a little more simplified compared to the data we want to give people that may be watching the broadcast. I'm going to turn off the logos for this and kind of keep it more plain. So I'm going to put in Longhorns and just call the other team other. We're going to put the team scores as is. That's fine. Let's reduce all the extra work that might have to go into keeping score. I'm going to turn off the glass effect because I want it to kind of match the other graphics that we're using. So now we have a lot of the critical things done. one more overlay before we move into Ecamm. Now our final overlay that we will be editing is the lineup panel. So the first thing I'm going to do, since we have it, I'm going to add the logo. We're going to name the team. And then we have all the team members. You may have 10 players. So we're just going to delete the rest. Now one little thing we need to do now is the highlight colors. So let's change those out and we're good to go. Now that we have customized all of our overlays, the next step is to copy the output URL. All you have to do is click these three dots, then go down to copy output link. And I'm going to paste all of these into a text document so I can have them all in one place. So when I get to Ecamm, I can do them all at one time instead of hopping back and forth. Now that we have those ready to go, let's go back to Ecamm. This is Ecamm live demo mode because I wanted to show you how I add all these overlays to my live stream. Now what's important for this is that you're going to be using the overlays palette here and you're going to click on the globe because Uno overlays are considered web widgets. So we're going to click that, and as you notice here I have my text document open. So let's select the first one, copy, paste it in, and we're going to name it. And for this one, we're going to make sure that we have fill entire frame, add widget overlay. It's there. We're going to go ahead and keep adding the rest of them now. Now that all the widgets are added, we can go back to Uno to make little tweaks to them to make them fit properly for our video. I'm going to leave open this window so you can see all the elements moving around. Now, as you noticed, the rebounds bar, I did not click fill frame for this overlay. If I fill the frame with this overlay, it has to be at the bottom of the screen. But because Ecamm allows us to move overlays around no matter what size they are, I can make it a bigger size and still freeform move it. So now that we have all the components set up and ready, let's do a quick run through of these components in game time speed. So there it is. Hopefully this was helpful to you, and I would love to see what you create and what you enhance in Ecamm with Uno. Check out these overlays, dig a little bit deeper. Don't really worry about the theme per se, worry about the function you want those overlays to do. Then get other people involved to help you control them remotely and use the real power of Uno. All right, y'all. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.